I searched the whole internet and dug up the best websites for music producers. These websites will help you produce better music faster and more easily and provide some education along the way. Plus, some of them are so amazing and inspiring that you'll have to experience them for yourself. I came across many websites but selected the ones I felt were the most valuable and useful. You can expect each website to give you some value that can assist you in producing music. Number 1. Kits.ai. They've got several options on this. You can convert your voice into different voices and to different genders even. You can select different voices here, and also there's a way to earn and monetize your voice by submitting your own voice model, and you can then use that to share with other folks and let them use your own voice model. Vocal remover, AI mastering, and so on and so forth. But the main thing that I want to use this for is to convert my own voice. So I want to select a different voice. And we can select any genre we'd like here, but for my genre, I like the rock. I'm going to go there. And I can do most of the stuff myself there, except for the female part, right? I'm going to need some help with that. So I'm going to try and convert my voice into that. Alright, let's see what she sounds like. Alright, that'll be fine. Let's select that. Alright, now what I need to do is record my own input here, and then we'll output it to her voice. I searched the whole internet, then dug up the best sites for producers. Alright, it says my pitch level is great, auto, and I'm going to leave all these settings here. I'm going to convert that and see what it sounds like now. Alright, let's take a listen.
I searched the whole internet, then dug up the best sites for our producers.
Pretty cool, right? Alright, so there you go. For you guys out there that aren't great singers, that auto-corrected and made it sound better in the whole 9 yards, right? Okay, cool. So you can select instruments as well if I wanted it to be on guitar, let's say. Well, let's see what happens with that. Okay, let's take a listen.
I searched the whole internet, then dug up the best sites for our producers.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I couldn't possibly do on my own, so that's a great feature. I would definitely like to use that on some recordings in the future here to add different vocal layers and things that I can't personally do. Number 2 is ChordChord. This is an AI chord generator that you can produce music from and find chords that go well together. Let's check this out. Here I am on the opening page. It's got my generator style, and I personally like to do rock most of the time, but it might be a good exercise for this to try a pop. Let's go ahead and apply that. Alright, it's asking me all kinds of questions about what I want to use this app for. Alright, and then it takes me here to the main editor page. And I'm going to start out with the keys section and start selecting a chord selection here. And based on the pop genre, I presume, and moving keys, that is giving me this suggested key signature of C minor. Alright, so starting out with a G chord, if I select this next box here, it's going to give me the recommended following chord in purple. That's the best suggestion they're giving, and then these blues rank at different levels of what they suggest as the best next chord change. And if I don't follow their purple one, it says to go with A flat major 7. Okay, so let me just select a 4 chord progression here and see how that sounds. Boy, it sure wants me to hit C minor, huh? Let's go ahead and get it in there. It was showing that on every one of these. Let's see what happens next. A flat, F minor, I haven't used yet. Let's go with that, F minor. Okay, let's see what that sounds like so far. Okay, this could just be a MIDI output, so it really doesn't matter much right now what the sound is of the keyboard, but I don't like the sound of it that much, so I wonder if there's a good way to edit it or a fast way to edit this. Let's see. Our synth wave is kind of a cool sound. Alright, I think I'll just go with the cinematic piano just to get a feel for the chord changes. It's easier to hear them in my mind. Alright, now this next segment is for percussion. Let's take a look at that and see what that does for us here. Okay, very interesting. It's like the beat sequencer in GarageBand and Logic Pro, among others. That's a 16th note count. So if I had a snare on 2, okay, well that's pretty easy. Okay, let's see what kind of drum sets they have here. We've got alternative, anti-hero, atmosphere, battery, Billy, calm down, classroom, crafts, drum room, drumming safari, energy bar, garage, hip hop, jungle, ketchup, okay, last room, lighter, so on and so forth. So a lot of different drum sounds, pop energy. I'm looking for something kind of rock style. Well, this says best with pop, so I don't know if they're even going to have that. Maybe drum room. Let's check that out. Okay, very cool so far, and if you find that you don't like the sound of a chord progression, you can simply go and edit it individually. Maybe I don't like the sound of that A flat major 7. I can go and select the A flat. Let's see what that sounds like. Flat sounded exactly like the F minor. I'm not sure what's up with that. Well, let me go change this F minor to something else because it sounded way similar. Alright, very cool. Overall, I would say this is a great tool. You know, you can determine a chord progression that you like and find something that works for your song structure and use that as a foundation at the very least. And I believe you have to pay for a monthly service if you want to export this. You can't export these things on the free plan. You have to join the service. So there's quite a few features in this. It's pretty loaded. A lot of things you can do here with songwriting. Go check this out. So that's ChordChord. What a cool app. You could do a lot of great stuff with that with chord progressions and find a great foundation for your song structure, and then just go ahead and input that into your app of choice if you choose not to use this to export. But if you want to upgrade on here, you can simply export those MIDI files and the other things that you need from that. Number 3 is HookTheory.com, songs with the same chord. So if you don't need all the bells and whistles of ChordChord.com, this might be a great way to go because you can select chord progressions based on popular songs that have used these progressions, and it gives you a percentage. As you can see here, if I'm in the key of C, it shows that F chord was used 45% of the time in this list of popular songs that were analyzed. So that's pretty useful stuff, and these are popular songs. They took it from a huge list of songs, 280 songs in C major. So F is the next chord you would want to go to, 45%. Let's click on that. And then back to C. So if you look up here, the chord progression there was CF, CF. So that was the most popular progression. What happens if I go to C again? Back to C again. Okay, very interesting. All right, let me refresh that. All right, let's go to the key of C again. Now, if I want to go to the minor side of things, it's only 9% to the A minor. Let's see what happens there. A minor, then F is recommended from there once again. So C and F, as usual, are very popular, and then of course G, right? So let's go ahead and click that and see what songs come up for that. C, A minor, F, G. There's you Swifties right at the top of the page, right? Taylor Swift with The Man, Pretty Melody, so on and so forth. Let's see if there's anything else I recognize on this. Pink Floyd, okay, so that's pretty popular. Green Day. So I think this is really cool, you know, depending on your chord choice. Let me just refresh that. What if I wanted to do a minor key? Let me see if I start with a minor, A minor chord here, and I want to do minor. It still suggests going to the major chord 25% of the time, then to another major chord, C chord again, then G once again. So those 4 chords are the most popular, as you can see, in different orders. Hallelujah. So you may recognize some of these songs here. I don't recognize many of these, honestly. There's another Swiftie. Number 4, RunwayML.com. I've already input a song that I wrote called I Met Her on a Facebook page just to test this out and see what it does. And then I input this photo of myself from a few years back in front of a fireplace. So I think this would be better with some graphic art, but I tried it with a photo just to see what would happen. But take a look at what it did with this.
I met her on a Facebook page, knew right away, she could drive me crazy, so far away. It's hard to find the one you feel around in darkness, and that would wear a...
So it's not perfect, but it's pretty interesting. The eyes are blinking, the head's moving a little bit, the lips are moving. So pretty cool. It's unrealistic. I don't know if I would actually use this for a video, but like I said, if we added a graphic design to this instead of a photo, I could see it being quite useful. So check this one out. Number 5, themusicindustrytoolkit.com. So what this has is a bunch of categories of different things you might need as a musician to help you in your goals and things you're trying to accomplish. Monetization, for example, is a good one to start with. You can sell your music on Bandcamp. BeatStars, I believe, is where you sell beats. Some of these I don't know. Gumroad I've heard of for folks who are selling sheet music on there. This is for email campaigns. Patreon, that's for artists to gain patrons and followers who support your music and the stuff you do behind the scenes and so on and so forth. So let's go back to the home page and see what else is there. Music distribution, that'll be things like DistroKid, which I've linked to below. If you'd like to get involved in that, use my affiliate link to support my channel. And let's see, music promotion, analytics, what else is good? Books, gear. I've got a link in the description also for gear, microphones, guitars, all this kind of stuff. If you're in need of any gear, please use the affiliate link in the description below to support my channel and get the gear you need through Guitar Center. Shure SM58, I just did a video about that, and some other things that are on here as well. MIDI controllers, the Scarlett Focusrite, I just reviewed that in my last video. Alright, and so on and so forth. So featured, lots of good stuff on here for musicians out there. Get what you need from here and make some things happen. I hope you found these websites useful and you can use them in your own music productions, and I hope you learned something today. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and tap that bell so you don't miss anything, and check out this video right here next. He's so cute.